Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, make him touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get him jacked up. It'll get him excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Hokies will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Taking a shot on the first play. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Adams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
But right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's caught. It's Selden. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Stewart. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. On the option. Quick toss. Shakes off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Overton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Grimes. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Using his legs to buy some time. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets will try to convert on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Grimes. That's reeled in, it's Powell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
To the air, it's Grimes. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lost to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Buffalo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Makes the catch. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Back to pass, it's Grimes. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Snap it to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the bootleg. Scrambling away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in.
By the receiver. Steps out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It's now
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some first downs, and march down the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this...
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. On the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Grimes. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback.
Striving for the goal line, loose football.
You put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football over. You've got to understand that points are at a premium. We're in the second half of a really, really closely contested football game. You cannot turn the football over.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Selden. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route, giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Spencer.
And the big fella really had nowhere to go. You're trying to catch people off guard by throwing it to him. He was a little bit open, but, man, that closed fast, and he had nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To throw, it's Grimes. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
On the option. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They'll go with a direct snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You you know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.